Hello, good morning. Good morning. Listen, your content should be making you money. I said what I said. Your content should be making you money. And if it is not, that's because you're doing something wrong. Listen, every time you post, okay, whether you're posting reels, shorts, pictures, videos, whatever it is that you got going on, even if you go live, you should be making money, okay? We don't do things for free, not in 2025. Good morning. If you are not making money, we are doing something wrong. We need to fix it. Something else I want you to understand is this. Good morning. You should be making money while you're asleep. I said what I said. You should be making money while you're asleep. And if you are not, you are doing something wrong. Listen, I am manifesting a life for you where as soon as you open your eyes, you're already sitting at $200. $500. Can you say 1K days? Amen, amen. If you are not making money while you're asleep, you're doing something wrong. But no worries, because I'm going to teach you how to get it right. Something else I need you to understand is this. Hello. You only need one good digital product, just one. And that one product that you have can and will replace your entire paycheck. You better be taking notes, Sadrin. I got you. I got you. You came to the right live. You only need one good digital product. And that product that you choose to create and sell will change your entire life. How do I know? Because it changed mine. There is something that you know about, you guys. There's something that you have skills in. There's something that you have experience with. There's something that you have a passion for. Thank you. And that passion that you have, that knowledge that you have is your first class ticket out of your 9 to 5, okay? So we got to start thinking. You guys, when I first started, I lost over 100 pounds. I started this 5 years ago, right? I learned how to eat right and I learned how to exercise. And that knowledge that I learned on my weight loss journey, I packaged it into an ebook and started selling it to other people. You see how that go? So there's something that you could be selling right now, and that thing will change your entire life. Good morning. Something else I need you guys to understand is this: fear will steal your dreams from you, okay? On this live, fear stands for fuck everything and run. And you are running right away from your dreams, your business, your goals, financial freedom. And the reason why we live in fear, the reason why you're running is because you're so worried about what people are gonna say. You are so consumed with looking stupid. You're so consumed with failing. You have all these fears in your head, and those fears are keeping you stuck. They're keeping you broke. But guess what? On this live, we're going to get rid of those fears. Thank you, Andy. And we are going to make money. Now, what I want to know is this: who on this live is sick and tired of being sick and tired? Good morning, Bianca. Who on this live is sick and tired of being sick and tired? If that's you, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Good morning, Andy. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat, because I'm talking to you. Listen, the key word of this live is execution. All right, we're not going to talk about shoulda, woulda, couldas, if, ands, or buts, Mondays and tomorrows. No, ma'am, no, sir. Those days are over. You are going to execute, but only the people who are truly sick and tired are the ones that are going to put one foot in front of the other and actually get things done. So if that is you, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Good morning, good morning. What I want to know is this: who on this live is fed up with living paycheck to paycheck? If you are fed up with it and you want better, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat, because I'm talking to you. Good morning, good morning. If you are fed up with living paycheck to paycheck and you want better for your life, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Let's go, let's go. Believe it or not, a lot of people love living paycheck to paycheck. I know this sounds crazy, but it's true. They've lived paycheck to paycheck their whole life. Their friends are paycheck to paycheck, their families paycheck to paycheck, and they love it there because that's their comfort zone. That's all they know. But if you hate it there and you are ready to do more than pay bills and work and live in the rat race, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat, because we are going to get out of that. For those of you guys who are new here, my name is Jasmine. Good morning, good morning. I'm going to teach you how to turn your content into cash. I'm going to teach you how to make money online. I'm going to teach you how to build financial freedom. What I want to know is who on this live has no idea what the hell a digital product is. If you don't have a clue clue, go ahead and put me in the chat. Let me know who I'm talking to. If you don't know what a digital product is, go ahead and put me in the chat because you're about to learn today. This is a judgment-free zone. There's no shame in my game. We all didn't know something at some point in time. True or false? I didn't always know what one it was either. So if you don't have a clue, go ahead and put me in the chat because I'm about to teach you. Now, the keyword of this live is execution. Okay? Listen, you're human. At the end of the day, you are bound to forget something, right? Because life be life and stress be stressing. And I guarantee you by 2 p.m. this afternoon, you're gonna forget half of what I said. But if you take notes, you'll still be able to execute because you can refer to your notes if you forget anything that I said on this live. Note takers are money makers. So if you have your pen and paper in hand and you are ready for class to begin, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Let's go, let's go. If you have your pen and paper in hand, good morning, and you are ready for class to begin, go ahead and put ready in the chat because we're about to get started. If I say anything that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul, make sure you guys double tap the screen, like, comment, and share the live. The more we interact with this live, the more we like, comment, and share, the more this live gets pushed to more people, okay? Listen, a lot of people hate their job. It's not just you. It is not just you. And a lot of people are looking for financial freedom too. So just like this live found you, let's allow this live to find other people, okay? I see 140 people on TikTok, number one. I need to see some readies in the chat. Class is about to begin. How can we execute if we do not take notes? Because you are bound to forget something. Let's go, let's go. If you are ready for class to begin, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Make it make sense. Thank you, B. I need to see some more readies. Let's go, let's go. Also, make sure y'all follow me so you don't lose me. I don't know who they are, but they do steal my videos, you guys. They steal my videos, they make fake accounts, and then they message you. Please do not get hoodwinked, finessed, or bamboozled on these TikTok streets, okay? So make sure you follow me so you don't lose me, because they coming to get you. They is coming to get you. Good morning. All right, let's go. Y'all said y'all was ready. Let's let class begin. Good morning. Happy Sunday. We're executing, folks. So what the hell is a digital product and how will we make money from it? Let's go ahead and talk. So a digital product is something that you do not have physical possession of. So think of a movie on Netflix, think of a song on your Apple Music or Spotify. You don't physically have it in your possession, right? It's all digital, it's all in the cloud. There is something that you could be selling right now, okay? Like I told you guys a few minutes ago, I lost over 100 pounds, okay? I lost a whole person. And through that journey of weight loss, I learned how to eat right and I learned how to exercise. And I took that knowledge that I obtained and I packaged it into an ebook and started selling it to other people who wanted to lose weight. So you see how they go. And what I love so much about digital products, you guys, is you only have to make it once. They said, can I do it without showing my face? Absolutely, yes. The thing about digital products, you guys, is you only have to make it one time. You just make it once and you will resell it over and over and over again, okay? So I need you to start thinking, what is that thing that you know about that you could be monetizing today? You could even sell an e-course, okay? So you could record some videos, maybe you know how to do hair or makeup, you could teach people how to do those things and sell it as a course. You could even sell workbooks and journals. You guys, there are people on these apps who download workbooks, journals, manifestation guides, affirmation guides. They get them right up off Canva. And then they resell them for $27 a pop. $49.99, okay? So if they can do it, if I can do it, why you can't do it? Make it make sense. The reason why you're not doing it is because you are full of excuses. You are the person who's always talking about Monday this and Monday that. Tomorrow this, tomorrow that. We're going to stop doing that today. The key word of this live is execution. So you're going to have to get started if you truly want to change your life, okay? Can I do it with the barber? Absolutely, absolutely. I love how you guys are starting to think about your knowledge and what you could be selling. Let's go. Now, I am going to give you guys 2 free apps. These apps are free and they will change your entire life if and only if you actually use them. You got to use them, okay? If you're ready for app number 1, good morning. Go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Let's go, let's go. If you're ready for app number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. And for those of you guys who are new here, good morning, happy Sunday. My name is Jasmine. I'm going to teach you how to turn your content into cash. I'm going to keep telling you guys this so it is ingrained in your head. Thank you, Gracefully. The key word of this live is execution, because a lot of y'all are confused. You think all you have to do is talk about it and it's just going to happen. You think all you have to do is scroll, hope, wish, pray, and manifest, and somehow magically your life is going to change. No, that's not how that works. You can pray all you want, but if you do not put one foot in front of the other and actually get stuff going, nothing for you will change. God helps those who help themselves. Why, thank you. God helps those who help themselves. I said what I said. Faith without works is dead. So we got to execute. We got to execute. Stop making excuses. Stop procrastinating, and let's get going. Note takers are money makers. App number 1. And I am on 3 lives, you guys, so just bear with me while I get everybody straight. App number 1, write it down. Let's go, let's go. Canva, C-A-N-V-A. Good morning. Canva, C-A-N-V-A. Hello, hello. Canva, C-A-N-V-A. Canva, Canva, Canva. Let's talk about Canva. Let's go. So I already know some of y'all have Canva. Some of y'all like, Jazz, I got that. Good. Glad you have it. But for those of y'all who don't, you can go ahead and download it now. You will be using Canva for everything. This will literally kickstart your entire content creation digital product business, all right? Anything that you need, I promise you, good morning, you can find it on Canva. Let me give you some examples. Maybe you want to finally post the content, okay? You've been telling everybody and your mama that you're going to be a TikToker or Instagram or all of the things, but you've been procrastinating. But since you found this live, you're ready to get started. Yes, Canva. Did you know you can go on Canva and find your Instagram reel templates? Yes, you ever seen those get ready with me reels on Instagram where they got the cute little letters at the top? They're getting those templates right up off Canva. Let's go, let's go. Maybe you're gonna finally start the YouTube channel. I tell you guys every single morning, get your ass on YouTube and make your money. Maybe you're gonna listen. You need some YouTube thumbnails? Cool, you can get those right off Canva, let's go. Maybe you're gonna finally start the business, okay? You're gonna make a digital product. You wanna make online money too. You like, let's go, let's go. Did you know you can get your ebook templates off Canva? Yes, they have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of templates on there, but you have to use it in order to find it. Let's go. Those journals, those workbooks, those affirmation guides that people are reselling as is for $27, they're getting them off Canva, okay? Now, what I wanna know is this. If you promise me on this live that you're going to get started today, go ahead and put Canva in the chat, C-A-N-V-A. If you're done with the excuses, you're done procrastinating, you're done talking about what you can't do and what's not gonna work, and you are going to get started today, go ahead and put Canva in the chat because I'm talking to you. For those of y'all who ain't starting until Monday or tomorrow, I ain't talking to you. You still full of excuses. But for those of y'all who are ready to change your life today, go ahead and put Canva in the chat because I want to see who's my action takers. Let's go, let's go. And for those of you guys who are in your head, and you're letting fear take over. What do we say? Fear stands for fuck everything and run. And you already trying to run. You ain't even start yet and you running. Some of you guys are saying things like, I'm too old. This isn't gonna work for me. I'm not tech savvy. I don't know how to use my phone. It's too late. If you're saying those things, listen to me very closely. First of all, it's not too late. As long as you are not 6 feet under, you're right on time. Amen, amen, okay? Secondly, you are very tech savvy. You use technology every day. Our whole life is technology, let's be real. If you drive in a car, you're using technology, let's go. You use your phone every day. You use your phone every day. You send text messages, you call, and you were able to click up on your apps, this TikTok and YouTube app, you scroll through your For You page, and you found this live this morning. Your children did not help you with that, you did it on your own. So it seems to me that you are very tech savvy. That is fear trying to hold you back and keep you trapped. You can make money online, and you will. There are people older than you in their 80s, their 90s, 100 years old. They got a whole Instagram channel. Stop playing with me. If they can do it, you can do it too. Let's go. App number 2, write it down, write it down. Note takers are money makers. Let's go. Chat GPT, good morning, good morning. Chat GPT, let's go, let's go. Chat GPT, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. Hello, hello. And for those of y'all just tuning in, good morning. My name is Jasmine. I am teaching you how to turn your content into cash. If I'm saying anything that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul, make sure you guys are double tapping that screen, like the live, comment, and share. I am trying to figure out, I'm not a mathematician or anything like that, but I'm trying to figure out how we have 80 people on this TikTok and I only see 9 shares. Make it make sense. App number 1 was Canva. Share this live with your friends, your family, your coworkers, your boyfriend, girlfriend. Share it, share it, share it. Don't gatekeep now, okay? Very good. Thank you, thank you. App number 2 is Chat GPT. Let's talk about it. So you will use Chat GPT for everything, first and foremost. Chat GPT will change your entire life if and only if you actually use it, okay? Anything that you need, I promise you, Chat GPT will tell you exactly how to get it done. So maybe you're gonna post the content, you wanna be on Instagram, you wanna be on TikTok, great, but you're not too sure what kind of videos to make. No worries, you don't have to know. Chat GPT will tell you. Let's go. Maybe you wanna make YouTube videos, you wanna be a YouTuber, but you're not too sure what to say in the videos. Okay. Did you know Chat GPT will write your YouTube scripts for you? They will write it, yes indeed, but you gotta ask. Maybe you wanna sell an ebook. You wanna make online money too. You ready to quit your 9 to 5, let's go. Did you know Chat GPT will write your whole ebook for you in under 30 seconds? If I'm lying, I'm flying, and I am sitting right here in this chair. Yes, it will. But in order for it to do it, you have to use it. Now, I gave you Canva. I gave you Chat GPT. Now we have to put it together and make the digital product, okay? If you're ready, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Let's go. If you are ready, go ahead and put ready in the chat. If you do not have your pen and paper in hand, you are doing yourself a disservice because I'm about to give you prompt number 1. How can we execute and we don't even know what we're supposed to be doing? Make it make sense. I promise you by 2 o'clock today, you're going to forget half of what I said. Note takers are money makers. If you are ready, let's go. I should see way more readies in the chat. Good morning, let's go. If you have your pen and paper in hand, let's get started. We're going to do prompt number 1. You're going to open up Chat GPT. You're going to put in there, write this down. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. No student of mine shall be left behind. If you need it to be repeated, this is your opportunity to ask. We got to execute, folks. How are we going to execute? You don't even know what to do. Make it make sense. I see 70 people on TikTok number 1. I see 6 people on TikTok number 2, and I see 6 people on YouTube. If you got that, put got that in the chat. If you need it to be repeated, please ask. Absolutely. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Do not DM me asking me to repeat nothing. No, because you hard-headed. Because you could have asked on this live and you chose not to, which means you don't really care. Which is fine, you don't have to, but then why should I? Make it make sense. Y'all got that? Going once, going twice, move forward, not back. Okay, good. Y'all got that. Great. So you're going to hit enter. You're going to hit enter. Now it gives you, thank you so much, Meek. It's going to give you exactly what you asked for. 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. And for those of you guys who are just tuning in, we said a digital product, it could be anything. It means digital. So an ebook, an e-course, private communities, workbooks, journals, just digital. Okay. Now, how do we choose, thank you. How do we choose the digital product idea that is best for you? We gotta choose the one that's best for you, okay? We gotta have some strategy here. Write this on your paper, please. Anything that you want to be successful with. Whatever success means for you. It doesn't matter. Maybe you think success means peace. Maybe for you, success is freedom. Maybe for you, success is a dollar amount. It doesn't matter. But whatever success means for you, it is going to require you to be consistent. Anything that you want to be successful with requires you to be consistent, okay? Now, what I need you guys to understand is this. Maybe you're trying to lose weight. Well, I successfully lost 100 pounds. How was I able to do that? Because I consistently ate less food. I consistently carried my ass in the gym. So I successfully lost 100 pounds, okay? Maybe you want to successfully save money. Good. Well, in order to do that, that's going to require you to consistently stop spending it. Okay. You want to run a successful business? Amazing. Thank you, Jessica. That's going to require you to consistently show up for it. Okay? Now, let's make life easy. Okay? Life is hard. Every day you wake up, you got to do hard stuff, right? You're going to a job that you hate. You're living paycheck to paycheck. That job got you overworked and underpaid. Life is hard, okay? Let's make it easy. It is so much easier for you to be consistent with something that you actually like. Yeah, because see, when you choose something that you like off of that list, well, now it doesn't feel like work. You're looking forward to it every day, right? I don't want you to feel like you're at work, right? You know you're at work, you hate it there, you're counting down the hours. I don't want you to do that all day. You got to come home and feel like you're doing more work. You're going to give up. Who wants to live like that? Nobody. So do yourself a favor and pick something off of that list that you actually like. Write this down. Money flows where energy goes. Good morning. Money flows where energy goes, okay? You can make a lot of money in any niche. It is 2025. You don't have to chase trends. As long as the energy is there, meaning you're consistent, you're having fun, you're helping people, you will make a lot of money in any niche, okay? There are children on YouTube who are making millions of dollars doing the silliest things. How? Because they're consistent, they're having fun, they're teaching people, helping people, entertaining people, whatever it is. And so because they show up every day with that great energy, they make great money, okay? So let's say Chat GPT gave you 10 things and you don't like none of the things it gave you. Fine. Just keep asking until it gives you an idea that you want to run with, okay? If you're ready for prompt number 2, put a 2 in the chat. Good morning, good morning. How does the app choose 10? It's just gonna generate them. So just keep asking until it gives you an idea that you want, okay? If you're ready for prompt number 2, put a 2 in the chat. And for those of you guys who might have seen me before, maybe you saw me on Instagram or YouTube, TikTok, wherever you found me, maybe I'm not a new face to you. How is it that I was able to successfully build a fitness and weight loss brand? Well, because I love weightlifting. I love going to the gym. I love eating healthy. I've been vegan for 3 years. I love my healthy lifestyle. So it's so easy for me to show up every day teaching people how to do that because that's true to my life and I truly enjoy what I do. Maybe you found my coaching content. Well, how am I able to consistently show up for that and build a successful business teaching people how to make money online? Because I love talking about business. I've been talking about business for years, even before I was an entrepreneur. I love coming up with ideas and motivating people and teaching people how you're going to turn $10 into 100, into 1,000, into 100K. I love it. And since I love talking about business so much, it is so easy for me to be consistent with it. Okay? Very good. No, you do not need the paid version, you guys. You are good with the free version on Chat GPT. You can upgrade if you want, but you don't have to. You can use the free Chat GPT version and still get all of the things, okay? All right, very good. Prompt number 2, write it down. Once you choose the digital product idea you want to run with, you will then put in Chat GPT. Prompt number 2, write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. No student of mine shall be left behind. Let's go. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. Let's go. If you need it to be repeated, ask or forever hold your peace. You're welcome. Let's go. Let's go. If you got it, put got it. I see 70 people on TikTok number 1. I see 10 people on TikTok number 2. And I see 6 people on YouTube. Let's go. Let's go. If you got it, put got it. The key word of this live is execution. How you going to execute? You don't even know what you're doing. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Also, you guys, on this live, we don't say things like, I can't. Ooh, I hate when people say that. It's cringe. You can and you will. You will not say things like, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, I'm not worthy. All that negative self-talk that we do stops today. The more you talk negatively to yourself, the more you start to believe the negative things that you're saying, which is why you're not getting anything done. So starting today, you will say things like, I can, I will, I am great, I'm beautiful, I'm smart, all of those positive things. And I promise you, the more you keep saying that stuff to yourself, the more you start to believe it. And when you believe it, then you actually start moving like it. Yes, I can repeat it. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. All right, y'all got that? Going once, going twice, move forward, not back. Okay, great. You're gonna hit enter. You're gonna hit enter. Now, this is why I keep telling you guys, it has never been easier than today to make money online, okay? Because Chat GPT literally wrote the ebook for you. You guys, I can't make this up. It wrote it for you in under 30 seconds. When I first started, years ago, I didn't know about Chat GPT. If it existed, I didn't know anything about it. So in order for me to write my weight loss ebook, I had to use my brain. I had to use my English skills and my grammar skills and write it myself literally. That took me weeks. Today, in 2025, you don't even need a brain. I'm gonna just be real. You don't even need a brain. The only thing you need is Chat GPT. So it wrote it for you. Now all you have to do is copy and paste. That's it. You will copy what Chat GPT gave you and you will paste it into your Canva template. So you're gonna open up Canva. In the search bar, you're gonna put ebooks. You're gonna hit enter. It's gonna generate hundreds of different templates for you. Thank you. Just pick one. They're all 1000% customizable, okay? You will copy what ChatGPT gave you and paste it into your Canva template. Now, a couple rules here. Write this on your paper. KISS, K-I-S-S. That is an acronym. That stands for Keep It Simple, Silly. Keep it simple. In other words, less is more. You don't need hundreds of pictures and hundreds of colors on one page. You don't need all that. Just keep it clean, simple, and legible, okay? Also too, you guys, when you are copying and pasting, I always review my students' ebooks. One thing that I've noticed a lot of them do, please narrow in the margins, all right? Do not have the words running off the page. Don't do that, okay? What book have you ever gotten where you're missing words because the margins are all off the page? Make it look like an ebook you would want to read. Just make it look like something you would read, okay? Once you are done copying and pasting, you're happy with the way everything looks, you will download it as a PDF file. P as in Peter, D as in dog, F as in Franklin. You will then upload that file to your hosting site. Write these down. Note takers are money makers. Stand Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. Stand Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. Absolutely. Stand Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. Let's go. If you got that, put got that in the chat. These are some of the most popular hosting sites. There are more out there. Good morning. There are plenty more out there, but these are some of the most popular ones. If you got it, put got it. We got 60 people in this live. I should see more got that. Yes, Zen, absolutely. Thank you so much, Tanya. Tanya was kind enough to type it. I done pinned it to the top. Very good. Let's go. Let's go. Stan Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. All right. Now, listen. The beauty of having a coach, having a mentor, is they can teach you things to do and things not to do, all from their own personal experience. Okay. I done made a lot of money on these apps. I've been doing this 5 years. Cleaned it up. Digital products, monetizations of these platforms, really made a pretty penny, okay? Great. But I'd be lying to you if I didn't tell you that I also made a lot of mistakes, yeah? Entrepreneurship is a journey, honey. You gonna learn. One of the biggest lessons I learned in business is do not spend money until you make it. Some of y'all might be like, duh, it's common sense. No, it's not. It's not common sense. If you were not brought up in a household where financial literacy was preached to you, it's not common sense. The minute you start making money, you go crazy. You're buying everything. Listen, the reason why I'm telling you this is because these subscriptions, these fees add up quick, fast, and in a hurry, okay? 1 minute, you spending $14.99 on this, you spend $9.99 on this. Each month, next thing you know, you got $500 worth of business expenses and your business isn't even making $500 yet. That's how we stay in the red, okay? We got to be in the green. So I'm telling you this because I use Stan Store. I love Stan Store. Stan Store is great, but Stan Store is also extremely expensive, all right? It is $99 a month. That's high when your business is not making $99 a month, okay? Shopify is $49 a month. Again, that's expensive when you're not making $49 a month yet. So you're not gonna start there. You are gonna start on Gumroad, Gumroad, Gumroad. Why? Because Gumroad only charges you a percentage when you make a sale. So until you make a sale, you don't spend any money. They charge you 10% for every sale. That's a great place to start, okay? Now, you're taking your notes, you're gonna execute, you're listening to what we're talking about on this live, so you're gonna make money, okay? And when you do start making money, then bring your ass over to Stan Store because Stan Store has a lot of features that will help you expand your business, like Afterpay and Klarna. Okay, people love a good payment plan and you'll be able to offer them one, which means you'll be able to get more customers. But for now, just start on Gumroad. Just start there, okay? Now, I gave you Canva, I gave you Chat GPT, put together, made a product. Now we got to talk about sales. We got to sell it. Before we get into sales, I need to make something very clear to you. That process of copying and pasting, boom, boom, that should not take you longer than 2 hours. I said what I said. It should not take you longer than 2 hours from start to finish to complete that process. It really shouldn't take you longer than 1, but I'm gonna give you some grace and I'm gonna give you 2. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you are 200 years old and you've never seen a cell phone before. It should still not take you longer than 2 hours. If it is taking you longer than 2 hours, we have a serious problem. One of your problems might be your need to be perfect. Everything with you just must be perfect or it ain't right. You got to overthink for years. You got to come up with an idea, then you got to sit on it for 6 months, then you're going to start for 5 minutes, you're going to give up, then you're going to take things out later, you're going to add stuff back, you're going to overthink the whole process, then you're going to ask 20 people what they think about it, even though they don't even have a business, but their opinion just means so much to you. Then you're going to waste 5 more months of your time because you're just a perfectionist and that's just who you are. If that is you, Go ahead and put guilty in the chat. I want to confirm. How do I know? Because I used to be the same exact way. If that is you, go ahead and put guilty in the chat. Kat said me. Listen, I already know I got some perfectionists on this live. This is a judgment-free zone. There's no shame in my game. We done all done some things that are very questionable. Listen to me. What I need to do is hold your hand. Annie said guilty as charged. Listen, I'm going to hold your hand very tightly when I say this to you. I need it to stick. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you are not perfect. You are flawed as hell, okay? I am not perfect. I am flawed as hell. Nobody in this world is perfect, okay? So how the hell can we create something perfectly? You can't. It's impossible. What you really are is scary. See, you live in fear. And what do we say? Fear stands for fuck everything and run. You're running. And the reason why you're so fearful is because you're fearful of putting yourself out there and looking stupid. You're fearful of putting yourself out there and people talking about you, saying negative things. You're so afraid of putting yourself out there and failing. And the reason why we have all these excuses and we do this perfectionist crap, this OCD, this overthinking nonsense, it's really a form of self-sabotage. That's what that is. You are really self-sabotaging. And the reason why we self-sabotage is actually a coping mechanism. We're trying to protect ourselves from the feelings of disappointment, okay? Because it's an uncomfortable feeling. You don't want to feel disappointed if you try something and it fails, right? So you try to protect yourself from that feeling of disappointment by just not doing it at all, coming up with excuses so that it doesn't ever really get done because you don't want to feel that feeling of shame. But what I need you to understand is you already said you don't like your job. You already said that you hate living paycheck to paycheck. You said you wanted financial freedom. But every day that we don't launch our product is another day that you spend stuck in disappointment because you're living a life you're not happy with. I'm trying to build you a business, okay? We're not building hobbies. In order for you to have a business, it's going to require you to have sales. Because how can we get more money into our household if we don't have anything that we're selling? You can't, right? So, in order for you to have a business, you have to have sales. In order for you to have sales, you got to have something to sell. So we got to launch the product. We got to launch, okay? Another reason why it might be taking you longer than 2 hours to finish this product from start to finish is because you are distracted AF. You are so distracted. On your weekends off, you want to Netflix and chill. You want to binge watch Tyler Perry movies for hours. Late at night when your ass should be asleep so you can get them 8 hours of sleep so you can have energy the next day, you'd rather lay in bed and laugh at funny TikTok reels and Instagram reels all night, sending them back and forth to your friends. When you get off work, you want to gossip with your girlfriends. You want to talk about nothing. You don't want to talk about businesses and content and things that actually matter. No, you want to talk about complaints and who you don't like and what you saw in TV shows. That's what you're doing, okay? On your weekends, you're outside. You're at the cookouts, the pool parties, the happy hours. You're doing everything except the one thing that'll change your whole life. And the reason why we have all these distractions in the first place is because what you're really doing is trying to escape. See, there's nothing wrong with having short moments of entertainment. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? But you don't just have short moments of entertainment. You have long moments of entertainment. See, you don't just watch one movie, you watch 10, okay? You don't just laugh at 2 TikTok reels. No, you're on TikTok for hours. That's a form of escapism. That's what you're doing. You are escaping a life that you're not happy with instead of locking in and creating a life that you never really need to escape from. So this is what you're going to do today. Not tomorrow, but today. You're going to turn the TV off. TV's off. You're going to put the phone on do not disturb. Tell your little girlfriends, you'll call them back. You got money to make. You're gonna sit your ass down in the house. No, you're not gonna do this at Starbucks because you get distracted at Starbucks. You're gonna sit in the house and you're going to sit there for 2 hours. You're going to start your digital product and you're gonna finish it. We're not starting, stopping, coming back next week. No, because you never come back to it. You're gonna start it and you're gonna finish it. 2 hours tops. If we are crystal clear on the instructions, go ahead and put clear in the chat. If we are crystal clear on these instructions, go ahead and put clear in the chat. Listen, we got to lock in so we can stop clocking in. Let's go, let's go. And for those of y'all just tuning in, good morning. My name is Jasmine. I'm teaching you how to turn your content into cash, okay? Now, we just created the product. You got 2 hours. Now we got to sell it. What I need y'all to understand is this. Most people fail at sales. I'm gonna say it again. Most people fail at sales. I'm always be honest with you. I'm always keep it 100, all right? That creation of the digital product, that's only 20% of the equation. And honestly, that's the easiest part. You copy, paste, boom, boom, easy. The other 80% of your business is sales. So we gotta get it right. Because what I tell you, if you don't have sales, you don't have a business, you have a hobby. I'm trying to build you a business. So we got to have sales, okay? We're not building hobbies on this live. Go to someone else's. We're building businesses. Now, I know I'm smart, and I know I'm special, I know I'm great. I know I'm all these things. I say these things to myself every day. But I'm just being honest. I'm not doing anything that nobody else can't do. The reason why I make the money that I make is because I execute. I don't sit around and talk about what I'm going to do. I just shut up and do it. I'm not asking people for their opinions before I start. I'm not waiting for permission. I'm not afraid to show up messy. I'm not afraid to suck. I'm not afraid to be confused and just work through the confusion. I'm not afraid of being judged. I don't care who unfollows me because I know that every single day, as long as I keep doing it, I'll get better. So even if I suck today, I know that in 6 months from now, I'll be a lot better than day one. And see, the reason why most people fail at sales is not for the reason that you think. No, it's not because they can't. They fail at sales because they say things to themselves like, I'm not a salesperson. I don't want to be too salesy. What if I talk about my product too much and people unfollow me? What if I look stupid? What if people think I'm begging? Okay. Before we can even touch on sales, we have to shift our mindset, first and foremost. We got to fix that. First and foremost, selling is not begging. That's number one. So whoever told you that, get them out your life, quick. Selling is not begging. Selling is solving. You are solving someone's problem. Someone has a problem to something, you have a solution. What did the Chat GPT prompt say? Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. People either want help or they don't. I don't want you sitting here saying to yourself, well, what if people unfollow me? Who cares? Let them. You are solving someone's problem, okay? For those of you guys who have seen my face before, maybe I'm not new to you. You've been following me, whether you found me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you know, once you find one creator, they show you the creator on every other platform. Wherever you found me, how is it that I'm able to talk about Glowup Academy every single day and not worry about being too salesy? Because I have a solution to people's problems. That's how. I know that I have the solution to people's problems. I know that I give people results. People want to learn how to make money online. I teach them. Easy. People want to learn how to show up consistently and build their platforms. I teach them. People want to be more confident in themselves, disciplined, accountable, and consistent. I teach them. People want to be their highest version. I teach them. And because I know I have the solution to people's problems, I tell people about it. I promise you, I'm not worried about who thinks I'm being annoying. I don't care. They either want help or they don't. I'm not begging people for anything. They either want help or they don't. And because I have that mindset, I talk about Glowup Academy every single day. Amazon, we all know who they are. We are all Prime members, or you leeching on somebody else's Prime membership. Let's go. Do you think Amazon is sitting in their marketing office saying, you know what? Let's chill out on commercials. Let's not make any commercials because we don't want to sound like we're begging. Even though it's back to school time and millions of Americans across the country are going to be sending their child off to college, let's not do any back to school commercials because we don't want people to think we're begging them. We don't want to be annoying. And the last thing we want is for people to unsubscribe from their Prime membership. So let's just not make commercials this year. No, they didn't say that. They made their commercials and they put them in your face. I don't even have kids and I saw the commercials. They put them on cable TV. They put them in the YouTube videos. They put them on the Instagram feed. They put them on your TikTok For You page and you saw them. And if you have a child going off to college, you probably ordered some stuff. See, Amazon knows they have the solution to your problem. You're lazy. You want convenience. You don't want to go outside to go shopping. No, that's a thing of the past. Who does that? You want to shop from home and you want your stuff delivered to your doorstep within 24 hours. And they know that. So they solved your problem. You placed your order and they delivered right to your doorstep within 24 hours. So if Amazon can have that energy with their products and services, and I can have that energy with my products and services, well, then it's time for you to have that energy with your products and services. So let's go ahead and talk about sales. If you're ready for sales tip number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. They sure did have them commercials everywhere. I don't even have kids. I'm like, why am I seeing this commercial? If you're ready for sales tip number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. And for those of y'all just tuning in, good morning. Good morning. My name is Jasmine. I'm teaching you how to turn your content into cash and how to make money online. If I'm saying anything at all that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul, make sure you guys are double tapping the screen. Note takers are money makers, you guys. Listen, how can we execute? We don't know what we're doing. Make it make sense. The key word of this live is execution. We have to do it. I can't motivate you into getting it done. Okay, you can watch me every day, but at the end of the day, if you don't lock in and do what I'm telling you to do, respectfully, nothing for you is going to change. Okay, we gotta make changes. Also, we don't say things on this live like I can't, I suck, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, it won't work. All that negative self-talk gets you nowhere. It's negative. Moving forward, you say things like I can and I will. I'm beautiful, I'm smart, I am capable, I am worthy. See, when you say positive things to yourself, well, then you start to believe it. And then when you start to believe it, you start to achieve it. Okay, you see how they go? Okay. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm not the coach that's going to sell you a dream. These sales tips that I give you is going to require you to put in some work, energy, and effort. Okay? If you are allergic to hard work, most Americans are, which is why most Americans stay exactly where they're at. Okay? If you're allergic to hard work, then respectfully, just go ahead and leave now. You're going to have to show up for your business. You're going to have to work hard. Just like you work hard at that job to build someone else's business, you are going to have to work hard to build yours. I'm not going to teach you how to make $10,000 in 10 minutes. I'm not going to teach you how to make $1 million by next week. There's no quick fix. If there was, you would already have the quick fix and be doing it. You're going to have to show up. But I promise you, if you show up, you'll be so happy that you did. All right? Also, too, real quick, let me shift your mindset on failure, because a lot of y'all thinking y'all going to fail, you ain't even start yet. Failure only exists when you quit. I'm going to say it again. Failure only exists when you quit. See, a lot of y'all are confused. You think failure means you posted your first YouTube video and you didn't get 100 million subscribers in 24 hours. A lot of y'all think failure means you posted your first TikTok video and you didn't get 10,000 followers in 6 hours. A lot of y'all think if you launch your first digital product and you're not a millionaire in 30 days, then you failed, and you're wrong, and that's what's keeping you stuck. Failure only exists when you quit. So as long as every single day you commit to just getting a little bit better, not a lot of bit, I'm just asking you to get a little better, just get a little better, then you didn't fail because you're still in it. You're still showing up. You're still committed. And because you didn't give up, you didn't fail. So don't let these people out here make you feel like you're failing because you're not making millions of dollars in 2 weeks. That's not failure. They failed because they quit. You're still going. Okay? All right. Sales tip number 1, write this down. Note takers are money makers. Content is king and distribution is queen. I'm going to say that again. Content is king and distribution is queen. So let's break this down so it makes the most sense. The content is king part. My ultimate goal for you is to have you posting every day. That's what we're working towards, posting every day. Now, before you freak out, hold on. I know we're not all there yet. It's okay. I was not posting every day when I first started either. This is a marathon, not a sprint. We're on a journey. We're just committing to getting a little bit better at posting every day yet. We got to get you out that camera shyness, which we will. No worries. You're not going to be camera shy for long, but you're not posting every day because you're struggling with that. Some of you guys aren't necessarily camera shy. You'll record. Some of y'all will even edit, but then you just let the video sit in your drafts because you're so fearful of hitting upload. Okay, no worries. We're going to fix it. It's not going to be for long. But just know that you are working towards posting every day. That's the goal, okay? Not only will you post every day, you will also be building a bare minimum of 3 platforms. Bare minimum of 3, okay? That's the distribution is queen part, okay? Well, why 3 platforms, Jazz? Because 1 is too close to none. Like that one income you have at that one job, if they laid you off tomorrow, what would you do? You'd be sitting there freaking out trying to figure out your life. Well, what if you put all of your eggs in a TikTok basket and the US decides to ban it? What would you do? You'd be sitting there freaking out like all the other TikTokers who only had their eggs in a TikTok basket. See, I always teach my students we need to stay proactive so we don't have to get reactive. Okay? In other words, we need to stay ready so we never have to get ready. I don't know if you know this or not, but you don't own these platforms. You have no control over what they do with these platforms and your profile. So let's not play those games. All right? Now, some of y'all in your head, this is gonna be hard. You want me to build 3 platforms? Is it gonna be hard? No, it's not. Get the fear out your head. The same video you post on TikTok, you'll throw it on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. It takes an extra 5 minutes. I do it all damn day. I promise you it's not hard. Now, which platform should you grow? Well, that's up to you. Whatever platform you find yourself on the most, start there, okay? If you're someone who loves to be live, then get on Twitch. If you love streaming all day and showing people what you're doing, get on Twitch. That's for you, okay? If you love short form content, get on TikTok and Instagram, that's for you. But let me tell you this, YouTube is the most watched platform. That's number 1, okay? A lot of y'all are confused. You think it's TikTok. No, it's not. TikTok is cute and trendy, but it ain't got shit on YouTube. There are more people watching YouTube than cable TV. Make you a YouTube channel and start growing it. When I first started, I didn't even start on TikTok. I started on YouTube. And I got the sale of my first ebook. I only had 52 subscribers on that channel. Only 52. That won't much nobody. The channel itself was not yet monetized, but I was still able to make money on that channel through the sale of my digital products, my weight loss ebook. Well, fast forward 4 years later, and now that channel has now become monetized. So I have ads running through the videos, and I now have 18,000 subscribers on that channel. So make you a YouTube channel. Get paid from Google, the Google AdSense, the revenue check, and then also the sale of your digital products, okay? Another tidbit, Facebook pays for ads too. See, people don't know that. So that same YouTube video you put on, YouTube, go ahead and throw that on Facebook. Facebook is a hidden gem. Everyone is so focused on Instagram and TikTok, they forget that Facebook even exists. People are still on Facebook. People are on there. And it's not as competitive because everybody's focused on TikTok and Instagram. Get on Facebook. Now, I already know some of y'all in your head, you're still living there. You're letting fear hold you back. And you're saying things to yourself like, Jazz, girl, child, I don't think I can do this. I was with you with the digital product part, copy, paste, boom, boom. But now you're telling me to post every day, build 3 platforms, get on YouTube. Girl, I gotta work. I gotta work. I don't know if I can do this. It sounds hard. Listen, before you let fear take over your life, okay? Just hear me out real quick. Just give me 5 more minutes. Maybe I can change your mind. First and foremost, you're right. It is hard. I'm not gonna lie. It is hard. No lies told. But the life that you're currently living is also hard. Going to a job that you hate every day is hard. See, a lot of you guys don't give yourself enough credit. You've done harder things than this. There was something that you overcame in your life that at the time you didn't think you could do. There was something in your life where you were praying to God and you're like, God, I don't know how I'm gonna make it out. But you made it out. And you are selling yourself short because you're allowing fear to convince you that you can't do this. Let me explain something to you. Digital products, online money changed my whole life, from head to toe. I have made more money than I ever imagined, all from my cell phone. I live in my dream apartment. I drive my dream car. I own my 24 hours, meaning I'm not punching into anyone's time clock. I'm not asking for permission to leave work early, come late. Can I have this holiday? Can I take this vacation? I do what I want, when I want, and how I want to do it. That is peace. That is freedom. But I did not always have this life. Let's be clear. Before COVID, because that's when I started during COVID. Before COVID, I lived a very different life, okay? See, I used to work a 9-to-5 too. And I was so excited when I got that job because it was my first job after graduating college. It was my first big girl job, okay? See, I had other jobs like Chick-fil-A. I used to work at Kohl's, Hardee's, Burger King. I worked all the fast food chains. Every last one of them I worked, okay? Minimum wage jobs, on your feet all day, just terrible jobs, no benefits. But here I am 6 months after college, got my bachelor's degree. I worked hard for that piece of paper. I don't even know where it is. It's somewhere around this house, but I worked hard. It cost me $40,000, but I worked hard for it. And here I am about to get my first full-time job towards my degree. See, I have bought into the American race, the American dream rat race they sold me too. Go to college, get a 4-year degree, get student loan debt, work for 30 years, be broke, yeah, paycheck to paycheck, retire at 72 now, get your Social Security, still be broke, and die. And I was like, okay, let's do it. Everybody else is doing it, I gotta do it too. So that's what I did. So I got my first job. I was so excited. Here we are. I was going to be making $60,000 a year. And I said, this is before COVID, okay? So this is before inflation, all the things. I was 23. I had no kids. So to me, that was being rich. I thought I was rich because I was used to minimum wage paying jobs. So I thought I had arrived. So because I thought that, my whole life had to change. I had to move out of my mom's house. I had to get my own place. I'm an adult now. So I did. Got my own apartment. And then I had to go get a car, like most Americans, right? Because the car I had, yeah, it got me from point A to point B, but it was tacky. It was rusty. It made noises when it was riding. It just wasn't going to make the cut. I had to get a nice car to match the nice job, okay? Duh. So I went out and I got me a $400 car payment. I had a Dodge Charger. It was giving boss, CEO. It was giving grown woman, right? That's what I had to go do. Okay, great. So now I'm paying all these bills and I'm broke as hell. Every syllable of broke, okay? By the time I paid rent, lights, car insurance, phone bill, all the things, I was broke as hell. I had no money left. But I also had to start paying back them student loans. So Sally Mae, in case you didn't know, she's a very sweet lady, okay? She gives you 6 months to get your shit together after you graduate. She's not gonna call you. She's not gonna send you no letters. She's just gonna let you focus on getting on your feet after you graduate. But best believe, when that 6-month mark hits, she's calling and sending letters letting you know about that student loan payment and how we gonna break this down till she get her money back, okay? I had 11 student loan accounts lumped under one monthly payment of $450 a month. Well, I couldn't afford it. I had no money left. I couldn't pull money out my ass. So every month it was late. Okay, well, every month that it was late, because I had 11 student loan accounts under one bill, I had got a missed payment. In the course of 1 year, I accrued 121 missed payments on my credits. Yikes. So not only was I broke, I had bad credit. Can you say 520? So my American dream house thing, that wasn't gonna happen for me no time soon. Not so I fixed all that. Not only was I broke with poor credit, I also hated my job. See, they didn't tell me about that part, okay? College didn't prepare me for corporate America. I'm 23, you guys. I'm naive as hell. I grew up sheltered. I thought I had work friends. That's what I thought I had, okay? These people at work were so nice. They would talk to me and ask me how my weekend was. They would ask me about my love life. We had team bonding, like outside of work. We would go like bowling and stuff. We would go to happy hours. We did secret Santas. We did Thanksgiving potlucks in the break room. This was an experience I had never experienced before. I thought these people were my friends. I was like, wow, everyone is so nice. Some people would even invite me over to their house. I thought I had work friends. No, those not your friends. I learned that people will smile in your face. They'll act like they like you, really make you feel comfortable enough to talk about other people. And those will be the same exact people sending emails trying to get you fired. Yeah, they set me all the way. They set me all the way up. I wasn't ready. You guys, I was miserable. I worked with all women, and I was the youngest one there. I was 23 when I started. The next youngest person was 32. Like, I thought I had big sisters at the job. No. 6 months in, I was miserable. I put in application after application to try to get out. Nobody was calling me back. I probably put in over 1,000 applications. After work, on my lunch break, before work, I was even reaching out to classmates from college asking if they could help me get into where they was at. I was miserable and no one was calling me back. I was getting email after email saying, thank you so much for your application. However, we have decided to pursue other candidates. For the first time in my life, I felt trapped. If you've never experienced the feelings of trapped, well, consider yourself blessed. But let me give you some context. Trapped feels like no matter what you do, your situation's just not gonna get better. Doesn't matter how positive you are, your day just gets worse, okay? You're broke as hell, you hate your job, and there's no way out. There's no way out. You're trying to just go in there and do your job, and they still find something to mess with you about. They still find something to write you up for. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. It got to a point where every day, before I even clocked in, I would sit in my car and cry because I was so miserable. Every day, I would pray to God and just say, Lord, please don't let them mess with me today. I just want to come in here, do my job. They would still find something to mess with me on. That smile and excitement I had for life when I first started at 23, by the time I quit, I was 29. I didn't have that smile anymore. I was miserable. I was the miserable person you didn't want to be around, okay? And to cope with how miserable and depressed I was, I started drinking. See, at first it was just a few drinks a week, just to kind of ease my nerves, just to kind of settle me down. But then it turned into an everyday thing. I needed alcohol every night to go to sleep because I was so stressed and so depressed. I also put on a lot of weight. See, when I started that job at 23, I was skinny. By the time I left, I was 100 pounds overweight. I was so depressed. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because if anything in that story, in my story, resonates with you, then you're already doing something hard. This is what I mean by you never give yourself enough credit. You allow fear to overwhelm you and talk you right about your dreams. You guys, going to work every day and you hate it there is hard. Being around people whose sole mission in life is to make you miserable is hard. Do you know how many people wake up every day just to piss someone else off and then they get excitement out of that? And you're around that every day. See, fortunately for me, I was only at that toxic ass job for 6 years. Some of you guys have been at your toxic job for 10 years, 20 years. I had someone join Glowup Academy. She had been at her toxic job for 30 years. And you're asking, is it going to be hard to post content? That's what you're asking? No. You know why? Because I told you to choose something that you love. That's what I told you to do. Choose something that you love to talk about. Because now it doesn't feel like work. For the first time, you have something to look forward to in your day. I wish I had content creation when I had that job. Maybe I wouldn't have been so freaking miserable. I had nothing in my day to look forward to. Nothing. I had no hobbies. It was literally get up, go to work, cry, come home, drink, sleep. Every day. Every day. Posting daily, it's not hard. And let me remind you of something else. If you work 8 hours or more like how I did, I want you to understand. You spend more time with people at work that you freaking hate than you do with your loved ones at home that you love. Yes, you do. I literally worked 9 to 5, okay? So I was off at 5 like everybody else in my city, okay? So a 20-minute drive turned into an hour every day. That was every day. An hour to work, an hour home every freaking day. So 2 hours in the car. By the time I did get home, I would only have a few hours to spend with my spouse before it was time for us to go to bed and then do it all over again the next day. And some of you guys might say, well, you have the weekend. No, you don't. You have freaking Saturday. That's the only day that you have to yourself, the only 24 hours. Because Friday, you were still at work for half the day. Sunday, you have to what? Prepare for the work week, right? So that includes cleaning, doing laundry, cooking, going to the grocery store, and mentally preparing yourself for the bullshit waiting for you on Monday. That's the life you want to live. That's all you think your life is worth? Listen, I don't know what God you serve, but the God I serve, he did not put me on this earth to be depressed and drinking myself to sleep every freaking day. Not my God. Absolutely not. There was something that he put me on this earth for, and I found it. And there's something that he put you on this earth for. But they have us so programmed to believe that that is all life is. How many times have you heard people say, that's just the way life is? No, it's not. That's what they want you to think so you don't do anything better. Because if you do something better, if you truly start to believe in yourself, well, now there's a problem. Who's going to work these jobs? They don't want you to believe in yourself. They don't want you to find your purpose. They want to keep you on a low vibration. They want to keep you feeling sad. They want to keep you stressed. They want you there on a low vibration, because if you start to raise your vibration and you start to believe in yourself and you start to find your purpose, well, now you can start your own damn business and you no longer need theirs. I promise you, you can do this. You have done way harder things. Excuse me. But you are literally allowing fear to hold you back. And it's working. It's working. At the end of the day, you have the luxury to choose your hard. Just choose which hard you want to do. I've done both. And I promise you this hard comes with peace, freedom, purpose, and money. Now, let's talk about our content. In our content, you must be relatable, you must be authentic, and you must target people's pain points. Be relatable, be authentic, and target people's pain points, okay? I need you guys to understand this. People today have very short attention spans. You have got to get to the point quick, or they're gonna scroll off to a whole nother video, all right? Think about it. When you're on your For You page and you're just scrolling through, you give people about 2 seconds to get to the point, or you are off to a whole other video. Your attention span is quick. Mine is quick. So we have to connect with them quickly. People connect through emotions. In order to get people to stop scrolling and start watching, you have to connect with people's emotions, which means you have to target people's pain points. Let me give you an example. Throughout this live, you have heard me targeting yours. You have heard me say things like, are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Are you tired of dragging yourself to a job that you hate? Are you tired of feeling overworked and underpaid? The minute you heard me say any of those things, I got you to stop scrolling. And you've been tuned in ever since. I don't care what your niche is, doesn't matter. There are pain points in that niche, and you must make sure you say those things in order to get people to stop scrolling and start watching. Because if you can get people to start watching, well, then you can get people to start buying. All right? If you're ready for sales tip number 2, put a 2 in the chat. Let's go. Good morning. Good morning. If you are ready for sales tip number 2, go ahead and put a 2 in the chat. And for those of you guys who are just tuning in, good morning. My name is Jasmine. I'm teaching you how to turn your content into cash and how to make money online. If I'm saying anything at all that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul, make sure you guys are double tapping the screen, like, comment, and share the live, okay? Note takers are money makers, so make sure you guys are taking your notes. And the key word of this live is execution. At the end of the day, folks, you can watch me every day, but if you don't put one foot in front of the other and show up, nothing I'm saying is of any use to you because you're not getting it done. So we got to execute. We got to do it. Okay? Can't keep talking. We got to do it. Sales tip number 2, write this down. People only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. People only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. So thank you, toys. If they don't like you, they're not going to buy it. If they don't know you, they're not going to buy it. And if they don't trust you, they're not going to buy it. So how do we get people to like us? Well, you can't make people like you. You don't have that power. You cannot make anyone do anything. But what you can do is do what I told you to do with your content. Be relatable, be authentic, and target people's pain points. As long as you do those things, I promise you without a doubt, you will build a community who truly adores you. And those will be the people who buy your digital product. And before you let fear get in your head, because you're really good at that, don't sit here and say, well, what if nobody likes me? Because that's impossible. There are 8 billion people in this world. You guys, somebody is bound to like you. And I used to be afraid of that too. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm from Virginia, and I've been in Virginia my whole life, okay? I forgot that there's a world outside of the state of Virginia, okay? I forgot that there's a world outside of the USA. When you post your content, it's international. You become an international superstar. People all over the world have access to view your content. And I'm not saying this to scare you, no. I'm telling you this so you can realize how silly you sound when you say things like people aren't gonna like you. You guys, I have students all over the world. I have students in the UK, Canada, Barbados, Jamaica, Australia. Ain't never been in none of them places before. I literally did a Zoom call with someone, they were in Jamaica. People will like you. And what you guys fail to realize is you're so in your head, worried about the wrong things. There's somebody somewhere who's waiting to hear what you have to say. What if I was too in my head and I didn't go live this morning? Then you wouldn't have heard this message today. So I need you to post the content. Now, what do we say? People only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. Okay, well, how do we get people to know us? You guys, I will never tell you to do something that I don't do or that I would not do. I need you to go live. Going live is by far the best way to build your community. Now, is it the only way? No, not at all. But it is the best. Why? Because it allows people to get a sense of your energy and your vibes. It allows people to connect with you and engage with you. And it allows you to promote your products. Now, some of y'all are hard-headed. And you're going to say, that's great and all, Jazz, but honestly, I don't want to go live. And I'm going to just say, fine, don't. I am not the coach that's going to force you to do anything that you do not want to do. If you don't want to go live, then don't. But let me remind you of something. You also said you didn't want to go to work. That's what you said. You said you hate it there. You said you are tired of living paycheck to paycheck. They overwork you and underpay you, but yet you still go. So let me get this straight. You'll work hard, bust your ass to build someone else's business, but you're not willing to work hard and bust your ass to build yours. Okay. Well, let me just tell you this. I promise you what? If you go live consistently, that you target people's pain points and you have structure, just like how I have structure on my live, and you know how to connect with people, be authentic, you will make more money on live than you ever made at that dusty ass job. I promise you that. And going live is fun because I told you to do what? Choose something that you truly enjoy to talk about. So now it doesn't even feel like work. But when you go to work, you feel like you're at work. Now, some of y'all are like, well, I would go live, Jazz, but I'm just camera shy. That's different. That's totally different. And that's okay. That means you're human. Listen, it is a normal human emotion to be shy, nervous, anxious when you're doing something new. That's the only reason why you're shy. It's not because you suck. It's not because you're not worthy. It's not because this isn't meant for you. All that crap that you say to yourself, that has nothing to do with it. The only reason why you're shy to go live is only because you haven't done it enough. That's it. But I promise you, if you just keep doing it, it will get better and better. And I swear to you, it will get to a point where you don't even think twice about it. But again, there is nothing that I can say that's going to convince you of that. You just have to do it. You just have to show up and do it and be willing to be uncomfortable. The reason why I make the money I make is because I'm willing to be uncomfortable. I'm willing to suck. I'm not afraid to suck because I know that if I just keep showing up, it will get better. It has no choice. It is extremely hard to do something every day and you don't get better. That's impossible. That's impossible. But a lot of y'all aren't even willing to do that because you're so afraid about what people are going to think. Stop letting fear hold you back. Just put on your grown woman drawers, suck it up, and do it. And I promise you, you will get through it. Okay? Now, we said people only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. Okay, great. Well, how do we get people to trust us? You have to be consistent. You guys, I am not telling you to post every day for your health. I am telling you to post every day because the more people see you, the more they begin to trust you. Consistency builds trust. I don't know if you know this or not, or if you're living under a rock, okay? But most people work extremely hard for their money, okay? Most people are on their feet all day. Most people work 8 hours, 12 hours, 16-hour shifts. Some people have very physically strenuous jobs, like they're lifting heavy stuff all day long. A lot of people only make minimum wage. So if you want someone to trust you with their hard-earned money, well, then that's going to require you to be trustworthy. Okay? I want to do an exercise with you guys. For those of you guys who do not have a product yet, just sit this out, take your notes. For those of you guys who do have a product, but you're struggling to make sales, this is for you. First of all, we got to remove the ego and the pride. And some of y'all not going to be able to do that because you think you know everything. And there's nothing that anyone can teach you that you don't already know. Fine. You keep that mindset and stay stuck exactly where you're at. But for those of you guys who can have some humility, you know how to be teachable and you're willing to remove your ego and pride just for 30 seconds. I want you to go to your profile. Now, we have to be honest here. The worst lies are the lies we tell ourselves, okay? Go to your profile, ask yourself, is it clear as day who you are, what you do, and how you can help people? I also want you to ask yourself this, you gotta be honest. If you were not you, would you buy from you? If you were not you, would you buy from you? If the answer is no to one of those questions, some of those questions, all of those questions, well, then you should no longer be confused as to why people are not buying from you yet. You should no longer be confused as to why people are not buying from you yet. But the reason why I say yet is because it can be fixed. That's the beauty with business. That's the beauty with everything we said on this live. That's the beauty with life. Anything that is not giving you the results that you desire, you have full power to fix it. A lot of you guys think things have to stay the way they are, and you're wrong as hell. It can always be fixed. So if it's not clear as day who you are, what you do, how you can help people, then fix it so that it is. Maybe you have already tried making a YouTube channel, but it's not growing. Then fix it. It doesn't have to stay that way. Maybe you are struggling with live shyness. You want to be on live, you want to make sales, but it's not working. Well, then fix it. It doesn't have to stay that way, but your actions are making it stay that way. You not showing up for yourself, you making excuses, you distracting yourself, that's the exact reason why everything in your life is staying exactly the way it is. But you have full control to fix it. And I'm going to be honest, most of you guys are not struggling with lack of information. That's not really your problem. Most of you guys might not have known that Chat GPT can write your ebook for you, but I told you, so you know now, so you're no longer lacking information. Maybe you didn't know YouTube was the most watched platform, but I told you. So again, you know now you're not lacking information. Maybe you didn't know that people only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. But again, I told you, so you're not lacking information. Most of you guys are lacking implementation, meaning you don't execute shit. You are the person who talks about Monday this and Monday that, and there's never a Monday for you. You are the person who's always talking about tomorrow, 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 but tomorrow never seems to show up. You are the person who starts on a Tuesday and is giving up by Wednesday, week after week. You are the person who keeps telling yourself what you can't do, what you're not good enough for, and what you're stupid about. And that's exactly why you're not getting stuff done. And my question for you is, how much longer do you want to continue down that path? How much longer you want to go? I don't know if you realize this or not, but it is September 2025. Is it just me, or does it seem like time is just moving very, very quickly? It feels like last week we were doing the whole New Year's resolutions crap. And you said it was going to be a new year, new you, new money, new business, new goals. Ain't nothing new about you, but new excuses. And again, how much longer do you want to go like that? At some point, you are going to have to execute. At some point, you are going to have to stop talking about what you're going to do and actually do it. Listen, in order to run a successful business, whatever success means for you, doesn't matter. Maybe success for you is peace, being able to sleep at night, not stress about bills. Maybe success for you is freedom, being able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Maybe success for you is tied to a dollar amount. Maybe you're not successful until you do 100,000 a year. Maybe you're not successful until you do $1 million a year. Whatever success means for you, it doesn't matter. But in order for you to run a successful business, it is going to require you to be consistent, disciplined, and accountable. And you are struggling horribly with that, which is exactly why your business isn't where you want it to be. But it's crazy because you are accountable, consistent, and disciplined when it comes to other parts of your life. When it comes to that job that you hate so much, you're accountable, consistent, and disciplined. You go when you don't want to. You go when you're tired. You go when you're sick. You have already said you are overworked, underpaid, paycheck to paycheck, and you still go every day. You work weekends and holidays. You go in there and you do your job and the job of all your lazy ass coworkers. You bust your ass at that job every freaking day just for them to turn around and only give you a 2% annual raise year after year. And you still go. Accountable, consistent, and disciplined. When it comes to your kids that you love so much, you're accountable, consistent, and disciplined. You're a great parent. Even when you're tired, you still parent your kids. Even when you're sick, you still get up. You cook, you clean, you take them to school. You can be emotionally exhausted, just drained. You will still sit there and listen to all of their problems with their little friends, their classmates, little relationships, whatever they got going on. You sit there and you listen, and you give them the best advice you know how. Even though you got real adult problems, you still listen to their little problems. They don't even know how broke you really are, because you make sure they have everything they need and want. Your kids will never go without. Not on your watch, no. If you got to work 10 shifts in 24 hours, you will do that, because you'll be damned if they don't have what they need. You're accountable, consistent, and disciplined. But for some reason, when it comes to you, Something that'll make you happy for once. Something that will set you and your family up for life. You're flunking out. When you're too tired to work on your business, you just don't. When you're too exhausted, you don't. On your weekends off, when you do have time, you'd rather watch movies. You'd rather watch hour after hour after hour of TV shows and movies, Tyler Perry films. Maybe you have free time at night when your kids are asleep. You would still rather scroll on social media all hours of the night, laughing at funny videos. When you have extra money, you'd rather go outside and spend it. You'd rather go to happy hours, Taco Tuesdays, Thirsty Thursdays, Sunday brunches. When you get off work, you'd rather sit on the phone and gossip, talking about nothing that's going to elevate you. No, you're talking about crap. You're talking about what you saw, what you heard, what celebrities dating who. Distraction after distraction. And you know why we distract ourselves? See, it's really a form of escapism. There's nothing wrong with watching one movie, but you don't stop at one. You watch movies for hours. There's nothing wrong with scrolling on TikTok for 5 minutes, but you're on there for hours. There's nothing wrong with going out and having fun with your friends once in a while, but you do that all the time. You are escaping. That is escapism. And the reason why we escape is because we're trying to escape a life we're not happy with instead of locking in so that you can create a life that you no longer feel the need to escape from. And my question, again, is how long do you want to live like that? If you're still on this live, we have been on live for 90 minutes and you're still here. That lets me know I was able to connect with you. There was something that I was saying to you that spoke to you this morning. There's something that I said that resonated with you. There's something in your life that you are not 1000% happy with. If I wasn't able to speak life into you, motivate you, you wouldn't still be here. You could be anywhere on the internet right now. There are thousands of creators on live right now. But you chose to stay here. Because again, there's something that I said that you resonated with. There's something that you're not happy with. You have the power to fix it, but you're not. You choose not to. In order for you to get the results in your business and in your life that you want, whatever those results are, it is going to require you to change who you are. See, people always miss that part. People think that they need information in order to get things done and get the results they want. No, not at all. You need to change. There are things about you that must change in order for you to make the money you want to make, in order for you to build the platform that you want, in order for you to get the happiness and the peace that you want and the fulfillment of life that you want. That's going to require you to change who you are. And most people don't change because change is hard. Change is going to require you to look at yourself in the mirror and realize you're the problem. And who truly wants to do that? Because then they have to admit to themselves they have a problem. So it's just so much easier to blame their circumstances. It's so much easier to blame other people. It's so much easier to blame their environment, their upbringing, their parents, their relationships. It's just so much easier to point the blame on everyone else than to point the blame at yourself. Which is why most people don't change. I'm going to give you a tough pill to swallow. It took me a very long time to accept this about myself. Your life and the direction it's going, whether it's going great or not so great, is a reflection of the choices you make. Mm-hmm. So for those of you guys struggling financially, your bank account is a reflection of the choices that you make. Now, some of y'all are going to fight me and say, no, it's not. It's not my fault that rent is $2,000 a month. I can't afford it. It's your fault. It's not the economy. It's not the president's. No. It's you. How? How is it me, Jazz? Because rent has been high, right? This didn't happen last night. They've been doing $2,000 rents for a couple years now. Food has been high. This did not happen last month. No, it did not. The days have been long gone since you could go into the grocery store and spend $200 for a month's worth of food. Those days have been over for years. Gas has been high for years. And every day you choose to do nothing about it. See, you could have launched your digital product 6 months ago. You would have sales today. You could have started that YouTube channel 3 months ago. It could be monetized today. You could have been started your TikTok. You would have had a community today. But again, you'd rather distract yourself. You'd rather make excuses. You'd rather talk about what you're going to do instead of just do it. And again, in order for you to make the money that you want to make, it's going to require you to change who you are. Some of y'all have goals of being 6-figure earners, all from your cell phone. That's a great goal. I do that every year. If I can do it, I know you can do it. Thousands of creators do it every year. But in order for you to do that, you're going to have to change things about you. There are things about you that don't align with that goal, and those things must change in order for you to reach that goal. How can you be a 6-figure earner when you still procrastinate? 6 figures, $100,000 is a lot of money. That's a lot of money. How can you do 10K a month when you keep telling yourself what you can't do, what you're not good enough for? You're so insecure. You have no confidence. Well, in order to make $10,000 a month, you're going to have some type of confidence, which is going to require you to change who you are. You cannot do 10K a month talking about how stupid you are. It doesn't work like that. If it did work like that, if you could do that, you would already be doing that. But you're not, because you haven't changed who you are. Some of y'all are like, Jazz, 6 figures is great, but honestly, if you could just help me make an extra $500 a month, that would change my whole life. I just need $500 a month and all my money problems will go away. Fine. You want to do extra $500 a month? Even easier. That's still going to require you to change who you are, though, because how can you make an extra $500 a month all from your cell phone when you keep talking about Monday, Monday, Monday? You spend more time consuming content than creating. You hop from TikTok live to TikTok live trying to get a dose of motivation instead of running your own damn TikTok live to make money. Again, you're going to have to change who you are. See, y'all, some of y'all are hard-headed. You think you just need information. No, Jazz, I'm not. If you just tell me what to say on TikTok Live, I'm going to say it. No, you're not. You're still going to make excuses. See, I can tell you exactly how to monetize your YouTube channel in 3 months. I did it, but you're still going to make excuses. You're still going to talk about what you can't do. You're still going to overthink. You're still going to try to be a perfectionist. You have to change. There's no way around it. You either change or you don't. You either keep doing what you've been doing or you do something different and get different results. And let me tell you what, the version of me that y'all see today is a reflection of all of the changes I have made. I told y'all I used to be camera shy. I used to second guess. I used to tell myself I'm stupid and I'm dumb. I used to do all the same things you're struggling with today. I had to change. I used to distract the hell out of myself. I told you guys I had a drinking problem. That's the biggest distraction of them all. And I started that problem back when I had that toxic ass job. And you would have thought that once I quit that job, I would have quit drinking all the time. No. It actually got worse. See, at least when I was working, I couldn't be drunk for 8 hours. Well, now here it is COVID. Everything's closed. I have nothing but time to distract, to escape, to get drunk. And I also told you guys the worst lies are the lies we tell ourselves. And the reason why we lie to ourselves is because we want to feel better about ourselves. Because who wants to admit they're the problem? Who wants to admit they have a problem? That's uncomfortable as hell. See, I had to drink every day just to function at this point. But I didn't want to admit to myself that I was alcoholic. Who wants to wear that label? I know I did. So I convinced myself that as long as I didn't drink before 11 a.m., I'm not a drunk. Go figure. Even though I'm drinking every day, going to the ABC store 2 times a week, as long as I don't drink before 11 a.m., I'm not a drunk? Yeah, okay. But that's what I told myself, to feel better. Here I am trying to build this business. I'm trying to make sales. I'm trying to build my YouTube. I'm trying to do all of the things that I've been asking God to help me with. But it's not working. So no matter how hard I try, it's not working. I'm still not getting stuff done. I'm not posting every day. I'm definitely not on live. I'm second guessing, doubting myself, insecure as hell. It's not working. But I had to realize I'm the problem. It's not the algorithm. It's not my childhood. It's not all the crap that we try to put on other people. No, it's you. I had to look at myself in the mirror and realize, Jazz, you got a problem. So you're either going to change it or you're not. You're either going to keep doing what you're doing, getting the results that you're not happy with, or you're going to make the decision to do something different so you can finally get different results. So I decided to stop drinking. I decided to stop distracting myself. I decided to stop escaping a life that I'm not happy with instead of locking in to create one that I never feel the need to escape from. I have not had a drink in 4 years. I will never touch alcohol again. And since I decided to stop distracting myself, my life changed. Now I'm more productive. See, before I was always drunk. How can I be my fullest productive self? I'm always drunk. Can't. Now I'm showing up every day. Now I'm posting every day. I have confidence now. My platforms grew. My business grew. And I finally got the results that I had been praying for years. Because I finally decided to change who I was. For those of you guys who want to change, then I want to help you. See, I'm not interested in helping people who don't want help. If you are 1000% happy with the way your life is going and the results that you're getting, well, then respectfully keep doing what you're doing. If you like it, I love it. It's obviously working. So there's no reason for me to come in and try to change anything about it. But if you're not, if there are results that you want that you're not getting, if there's things about you that you know you need to change, like those excuses, the procrastination, the self-doubt, all of the things, then I want to help you. See, I'm going to teach you how to make money online. I'm going to teach you all of it. Every single thing that I do in my business to make the money I make, I'm going to give to you. From the TikToks to the YouTubes to the going live to the selling your content, selling your digital products, all of the things, every last thing, it's all in there. All in there. But not only am I going to teach you how to make money online and how to build your business, I'm also going to teach you how to become the version of yourself that you must become in order to actually get it done. See, when you join Glowup Academy, when you lock in with me, there's no more starting and stopping. We start today and we keep going. You're going to keep going past the self-doubt, past the excuses, past the negative talk that you give yourself every day. You're going past all of that. All of that changes today. When you join Glowup Academy, now you have support. Now you have people who are in the trenches just like you. See, the problem is a lot of y'all are looking for support from outside people. That's number one. I'm going to teach you to support yourself. Stop looking for other people to do for you what you don't even do for yourself. You're looking for your friends and your family to support you, but you don't even support you. You need to support you. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. I'm going to teach you how to clap for yourself, how to tell yourself how amazing you are. And even when you do feel like giving up, I'm right there reminding you of how amazing you really are. You can do this. If I can do it, you can do it too. For those of you guys who are ready, I'm inviting you to join Glowup Academy. This is the space where you learn how to make money online and you learn how to be the version of yourself that you need to be in order to get the results that you've always wanted. I'll start with TikTok and then I'll show YouTube. TikTok, in order for you guys to lock in, YouTube, your instructions are a little bit different. TikTok, you're gonna click on my profile picture up at the top twice. You're gonna come to my profile and you're gonna click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. TikTok number 2, my profile looks a little bit different because that's my backup account, okay? But the link is still the same. You're gonna click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you're gonna click on it again at the bottom, glowuploungehq.com. And then you're gonna click on this red button right here that says open. And then you'll click on this top button right here that says Glowup Academy. And here we are. This is my Skool community. It is only $39 a month and you can cancel at any time. It is only $39 a month and you can cancel at any time. Okay? Now what I know about my Glowup Academy is you are never by yourself. I am literally only one message away. Any questions that you have, any feedback that you want, anything that you're struggling with, I want you to tell me so that we can work through it together. Also, you're going to become addicted with the energy, the support, the love in here, okay? You're never by yourself. You are never by yourself. If I was able to motivate and inspire you on this live, it's only a fraction of what you get inside of here, okay? We also do live coaching calls every single Thursday. This is your opportunity to ask any questions that you have. This past Thursday that we did it, we had someone who wanted help with scheduling out their time. How to figure out when she can record content, edit, and start her business. And we literally worked through her daily schedule and we figured that out for her, okay? So I don't care what you're struggling with. I don't care how big or how small you think the struggle is. Bring those questions to the live coaching calls. This is where we elevate. This is where we transform, okay? We also do book clubs on Sunday. So tonight, every Sunday we do book clubs, okay? So you're gonna come in, you're going to listen to the discussion, you're gonna share. Even if you didn't read the chapters, I still want you to join us, okay? This is how we shift our mindset. YouTube, in order for you guys to lock in, your instructions are a little bit different. You're gonna leave the live and you're gonna come to my YouTube channel. You're gonna click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you're gonna click on this button right here that says Glowup Academy. And it will take you right to where you need to be, okay? Now, I only let 10 people in at a time because, believe it or not, not everybody starts in the same spot. Some people have a product, no audience. Some people have an audience, no product. Some people have a million ideas, and so we figure out one idea for them to start with, and some people have no idea what they want to do, so then we come up with an idea together. Wherever you're at in your journey, that's fine, I could help you, but I want to make sure I'm pouring into everyone equally, okay? And the only way I'm able to do that is if I don't have too many people joining at one time, okay? So I cap it at 10, and then I take the link off. And once the link is off, you cannot join until I take it back, put it back on, okay? I'm also going to set us a timer. I believe that people who know they want to change their life, they know, right? I don't feel like I have to really convince you You know you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck. You know you want more for your life, right? And those are the people that I want to help, okay? So I'm going to set us a timer for 10 minutes, excuse me. And then once the 10-minute hits, we're going to close it out here, okay? Do you guys have any questions? The timer has started. Very good. So again, TikTok, in order for you guys to lock in, you're gonna click on my profile picture up at the top twice. You're gonna come to my profile and click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you're gonna click on this button again at the bottom, glowuploungehq.com. And then you'll click on this red button right here that says open. And then you'll click on this top button right here that says Glowup Academy. And then here we are. It's only $39 a month, okay? Do you guys have any questions for me? So we have Canva, Chat GPT, you're gonna put it together and create your digital product, and then we have to sell it. And as you guys are joining, I see you guys joining, just kind of hang tight. Once I get off live, I hop right into my Skool and start talking to you. But as you guys are joining, while you're waiting for me to get off live, what you can do is, here we go. What I want you to do is go to the classroom tab right here. And then once you click on that classroom tab, I want you guys to start working through this vault, the welcome and orientation. It says start here. Start working through that vault and guide you through how Glowup Academy works. And I even have a step-by-step guide in here on how you're gonna be creating your digital product so you can start selling it, okay? So start working through that while you guys are joining. I see 2 people have already joined, so we have 8 slots left. And like I said, once I get off live, I hop right in there, okay? Do you guys have any questions for me? So you guys have Canva, Chat GPT put together, make your product. Now, while you guys are joining, I do want to talk to you guys real quick about the importance of keeping the promises that you make to yourself. A lot of you guys struggle with that, which is why you don't have confidence. For those of you guys who are struggling with confidence, meaning you don't believe in yourself, you don't think that you can do it, you don't think that you're worthy. These are all signs of lack of confidence. But the reason why you lack confidence in the first place is because you never commit to the promises that you make to yourself. I cannot stress this enough. Every single time you give up, you are slowly chipping away at your self-esteem. You are slowly proving to yourself that you're not worthy. And the more you keep doing that, the more you keep believing that you're not worthy. Which is why when we talk about certain things on here, you don't think you're capable of it. But again, that's because every time it's time for you to show up for yourself, you don't. So how do we overcome that so that we can start to feel better about ourselves? So we can finally start doing things for ourselves that we want to do and be consistent with it? How do we stop giving up on ourselves? If you say you're going to do something, then you must do it. I'm going to say that again. If you say you're going to do something, then you must do it. Stop giving up on yourself. If you tell yourself you're going to walk 5K steps today, well then damn it, you better walk them 5K steps. If you tell yourself you're going to sit down and work on your digital product, well, then you need to work on that digital product. If you tell yourself you're going to post a reel, well, then you need to post that reel. I don't care how tired you are. You already told yourself you were going to do it. And now you must. Because if you don't, then you chip away at your confidence. This is why I keep telling you, in order for you to get the results that you want, it's going to require you to change who you are. It's easy to not do the things that you tell yourself you're going to do. People do that every day, which is why most people are insecure. Most of your friends, most of your family, most of your coworkers are very insecure people, which is why they treat you the way they treat you, because they're insecure. Yeah. See, people can only treat you the way that they treat themselves. Okay? So it's average to give up. That's normal to tell yourself you're going to do something and not do it. And that's why most people have no confidence. But in order for you to step out of that, in order for you to start to have confidence in yourself, it's going to require you to commit to the promises that you made to yourself. You don't have a choice. You either keep feeling the way you've been feeling, or you do something different and get different. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. It don't work like that. It does not work like that. If it did, you could keep doing what you're doing and getting results. But you're not, because you don't want to change. We have got to change. If you tell yourself you're going to do something, it must get done. But you don't have to be in it by yourself. That's a choice that you make. And some of y'all want to drag your feet over $39, but be quick, fast, and in a hurry to spend $15 at Starbucks on coffee you could have made at home. Be quick, fast, and in a hurry to be in that Starbucks line. You could have ate lunch and dinner at home. TikTok, in order for you guys to lock in, click on my profile picture up at the top twice. You're gonna come to my profile and click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. TikTok number 2, my TikTok does look different because that is my backup, but the link is still the same. You're gonna click on this button right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you're gonna click on this red button right here that says open. And then you'll click on this top button right here that says Glowup Academy. And then here we are. Like I said, it's only $39 a month. You can cancel anytime. YouTube, in order for you guys to lock in, your instructions are just a little bit different. You're gonna leave the live and come to my channel. You're gonna click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you'll click on this top button right here that says Glowup Academy. And it will take you right to where you need to be, okay? If you guys have any questions for me, we still have, let me see. We still have 6 slots left. I see you guys joining. Like I said, as soon as I get off live, I hop right in there. So don't disappear on me, kind of click around, start with the welcome and orientation vault. And as soon as I get off live, I hop right in there, okay? For those of you guys who keep joining my lives, see, y'all think I don't remember. I recognize usernames, absolutely. Listen, I'm glad you're here again. For those of you guys who join my lives regularly, I'm glad to see you again. But I need to remind you, you watching me is not going to put money in your pocket if you do not do what I tell you to do. A lot of y'all are hard-headed. Me being on live and motivating you only goes but so far. By the time 2 o'clock in the afternoon hits, you're right back to where you've been. Thank you, Drea. You're right back to where you've been. We must step out of that. I'm glad you're here, but honestly, I don't really change up my life. So I would rather you spend the 2 hours that you have, instead of watching me, hosting your own live. That's honestly, that's what I would rather, because you've already seen the live. I've already given you the steps. I've already told you to execute. I've already given you the prompts. I've already told you which platforms to grow. But you're not doing it. And this is what I mean by the worst lies are the lies we tell ourselves. Because we say that we're going to do this and that, but we're still not doing it. These are lies that we tell ourselves. Stop. It's time to execute. It's time to show up and do what you're supposed to do. If you truly want to build your business, join Glowup Academy so you're no longer in it by yourself. It's only $39 a month. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Because like I said, the minute it's time to go to Starbucks, your booty is right up in that drive-thru. The minute it's time to go to Chick-fil-A, you right up in there. I don't want to hear it. Line wrapped around the building 10 times, 10 miles down the street. You right there front and center. They got your order memorized. But the minute it's time to invest in yourself, to become your highest version, to change who you are so you can get the results that you want, now we want to push back on $39. Girl, please. Girl, please. Don't do that. Again, TikTok, in order for you guys, I'm just telling the truth. In order for you guys to log in, you're gonna click on my profile picture up at the top twice. You're gonna come to my profile and click on my link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you're gonna click on it again right here at the bottom, glowuploungehq.com. You're gonna click on this red button right here that says open, okay? And you're gonna click on this button right here that says Glowup Academy. And then here we are. Like I said, it's only $39 a month and you can cancel at any time, okay? Exactly, you can make your coffee at home. Exactly, I don't wanna hear it. Make that coffee at home, exactly. YouTube, I'll never order from Starbucks. I make my coffee at home. YouTube, in order for you guys to log in, leave my live. You're gonna come to my channel and click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you'll click on this top button right here that says Glowup Academy. And it'll take you right to where you need to be, okay? Do you guys have any more questions for me? You guys said y'all was ready, but I only seen 6 people join us this morning. Also, you guys, make sure you follow me if you haven't already. They do steal my videos and they make fake accounts, okay? And I don't want them to hoodwink, finesse, or bamboozle you, okay? So make sure you follow me so this is the real me. YouTube, for those of you guys who do want to follow me on TikTok, only follow the TikTok that's linked to my website. All others are fake. All others are fake, okay? One last thing before we head out, because we've been on here for 12 minutes now. The people who joined, they were ready. One last thing before we leave. And you guys can take this advice as well for your own business. Listen, people only move when they're ready, right? You can't make people be ready to change their life. You can't make people ready to change. And I want you to look at it from this perspective. Maybe you had a girlfriend in the past who was in a toxic relationship. Maybe she was your best friend, whatever, right? And she would call you and tell you her problems, and you know, she was upset. She didn't like being in the relationship, but she stayed in the toxic relationship. And you kept telling her, you need to leave, right? You kept telling her that this relationship is not healthy for you. You could do so much better. It's time for you guys to break up. It's time for y'all to go separate ways. She hears you, but she's not ready to leave, because if she was ready to leave, she would leave. And it's frustrating for you because you know that if she just left that relationship, her whole life would change for the better. She would no longer be crying all the time. She would no longer be depressed. She'd be more successful. You already know this. But again, she's not going to leave till she's ready. And there's nothing you can say to her that's going to convince her otherwise. It's the same thing with Glowup Academy. I've seen your comments. You said you wanted help. You said you were tired of living paycheck to paycheck. You said you were ready to make your business. You said you were ready to do 5K a month, 10K a month. I even see someone say they want to do 20K a month. But if you're not willing to show up for yourself, then there's nothing I can do. I can motivate you, I can inspire you, I can tell you you could do it all day. But if you're not ready to put one foot in front of the other, then it's not going to change. I know that the value I give to you will change your whole life. I know that because I change lives every day. I know that. But again, until you're truly fed up with your situation, you're not going to move. And I accept that. I accept it. But when you are ready, when you are finally fed up with being fed up, you're done talking about what you're going to do, and you're actually ready to do it. You want support. You want help. And I'll be right here ready to help you. Until then, keep doing what you're doing, okay? I enjoyed you guys on this beautiful Sunday. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. For those of you guys who joined, I'm hopping in right now. I'll see you guys in a few seconds. For those of you guys who didn't, I'll see you when I see you, okay? Very good. Bye, YouTube.